Scissors and bridge is a very advanced balancing act, and it takes some getting used to. And every time you do this exercise, it may not land well on your hands because, as you can see, we bring the pelvis into the hands. The balance comes from trying to get the pelvis as far away from our shoulders as possible without falling. So, what I've noticed, the more skilled I've gotten at this and my clients as well, is that when we are able to execute this properly, we almost feel like there's a singular muscle from the elbow all the way up through the back of the arm across the shoulders on the back and the front side. You know you got it when you don't feel any tension in the neck muscles that run vertically in the front of the throat, the SCMs. You'll feel kind of like this a little bit of a seesaw of like, oh my gosh, my leg went too far away from me. I can feel my shoulders and my head unweight. And then you can also feel like, oh my gosh, there's so much tension relief in the front of my neck because my neck isn't holding me up at all. There's absolutely no pressure in the neck. So the goal here is that we get the legs to be uniformly over our head and away from us at exactly the same moment. So we're working on timing while we're working on balance to see how far the pelvis can be away from us while not teetering the head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Now, finding the placement for the hand is going to take some practice, and every time I do this exercise, I seem to put my hands in a slightly different place each time. So it'll just take some practice and getting used to. Maybe you just do one or two when you're practicing, and then maybe one day you'll work up to 4 reps in each direction. Begin seated in an L sit, hands next to the hips, legs straight. Make a butt belly contraction as you roll backward, legs overhead. Reach the hands behind your hips, placing the heel of your hand on the pelvis, wrapping the fingers backward or to the side. Reach the legs up to the ceiling as far as you can, getting the pelvis away from your shoulders without falling. We're going to do 3 in each direction. Bring the right leg overhead as you reach the left leg as far away from you as you can. And then inhale and exhale, scissor the legs to the ceiling, immediately reaching the left leg overhead and reaching through the right toes as far away as possible. Full breath as you come up, switching the legs, reaching the left leg away, stretching the right leg overhead, really opening through the hip as far as you can. Inhale and exhale, passing through the center, bringing the left leg overhead, reaching through the right. And a full breath, bringing the legs to the ceiling, passing through that 90-degree, bringing the right leg overhead, reaching through the left. One more time. Take a full breath, the scissors of the leg, bring the left leg overhead and reach through the right. And then the final breath to return to your 90.